that LP with cappuccino on the wax. Pass it in your thing, put valve up to 12. Put all the other LPs back on the shelf and smoke a blunt and dial 917-1604-9311. And you could get long dick hip hop affection. I damage any MC who step in my direction. I'm Staten Island best, son, fuck what you heard. Niggas still talking, that shit is absurd. My repertoire is USSR. PLO style got thrown out the car and ran over by the Method Man Jeep. Divine can't define my style, is so deep like pussy. My low cut face stay bushy like a porcupine. I part backs like a spine, gut you like a blunt and reconstruct your design. I know you wanna diss me, but I can read your mind cause you weak in the knees like SWV. Trying to get a title like Woo Killer B. Can't change your habit, you know I'm friends with the Abbott. Me and RZA Raw name printed in the tablet under vets. We paid our debts for mad years. Hibernated sound and now we out like beers and born power. Born physically, power speaking. The truth in the song be the pro-black teacher.
You know how we do this thing, man.
Along with Freddie Gibbs Jr.
Oh.
Came to set it off, man.
You ready to do this, son?
We've been looking forward to this one, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Type of nigga cook a birdie for breakfast and throw the fin up. Don't fuck with Maserati or Lexus, I pull the Benz up. My mama birthday coming, I might just get her the Benz truck. A cut off on my motherfucking losses and put a wind up. Kicking like karate, that China white in the blender. Send that shit to Michigan City and tear the pen up. Mama said the federal prison, but I will end up. Attorney like 600 an hour just to defend us. Like my God, all a nigga know is chop hard. I need a bitch with a pretty face, a bank account in the backyard. Cause now a nigga swiping black card. 9/11 black on black is a black attack, I'm the black guy. Not a fat nigga, but I been getting max cream. Addicts lining up to get injected like a vaccine. Chopper on me daily, ain't safe to live a rap dream. Niggas popping hella rap cap for the rap cream. Gays on my phone, plays on my phone, rules on my phone, gang on my phone, trays on my phone. Land put me on, Josh put me on, Tunji put me on, Gazi put me on, God put me on. Now I can sit back in my mansion and get blasted my chef, getting it cracking. I'm sipping yak with a bitch or two. Cocaine cracks in my rap, pocking residuals. Rap game easy, the trap game was difficult. House came with cameras and choppers, I got a nigga through. VVS is all in my neck, sets invisible. I done took this shit from the triple beam to the digital. Yeah, yo, about to come out like Mayo whipping a miracle. Paper over pussy and powder, boy, that's the principle. Powder party, bachelor pad, bring some bitches do. I done took this shit from the triple beam to the digital. Yeah, yo, about to come out like Mayo whipping a miracle. Kill the shit and let it breathe, bitch. Youngest about to slide, send emojis with the skis, bitch. Real king of the street shit. Got 3 books for the 20 Westbrook. Rest in peace, Nip. Real king of the street shit. The marathoner never stop. You put these niggas on their feet, crip. I straight as shit and got the street sick. The last supper, you might get it from some niggas that you eat with. Cocaine, whole thing. Freddie Corleone, soprano, my whole name. 4 Giados on the pickup, I'm dogging the whole lane. All is well to the lords and stones and foes, man. Got some niggas that ain't never gonna talk on the phone, man. Piece of Charlie Mike, I'm thugging until you get home, man. 4 Giados on the pickup, I'm dogging the whole lane. All is well to the lords and stones and foes, man. It ain't no game. Finn Ball.
Yo, bro.
Best rapper alive, nigga. I had to bring my son to show y'all niggas is my kids.
Yo, all of that.
Nigga, I had to son y'all. I had to bring my goddamn son.
Resurrector. Yes, this shit is raw, coming at your door. Start to scream out loud, Wu-Tang's back for more. Yes, the hour's 4, I told you before. Prepare for mic fight, and plus the Cold War.
This rhyme you digest through the RZA console. Ask why, slam 9 diagram pole. Raekwon dropped the bomb, hunchback.
And here we go, back at it, ending the season the right way. Fueled by Waifu versus undefeated number 2 seed Phoenix Clan. Should be a good one. Fueled by Waifu, known for their full game series. If it's a best of 5, they're going to 5. If it's a best of 7, they're going to 7.
Well, he ain't getting any deader.
And we're gonna start with a demo. KT tries to get a dunk there outside the blue net, but Sin is able to make the save. Twist has already sent a few shots Blue's way. Nothing landing quite yet. Great discipline from both teams. A lot of teams in Rocket League like to use the first game of a series to just fill out the opposition rather. Just see what they're doing. A near miss, and Bolt scores on the rebound.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo, Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
Fueled by Waifu takes the lead. Lunchbox, appreciate the cheers. KTK up on the kickoff. Here comes Oblivion, captain for Phoenix Clan. He can't make it past the corner. Off the ceiling. Bolts and Sin double commit. They do get the clearance. Sin with the dunk. Driving down the sideline now. Twist. Turn to challenge. Still doesn't have possession, but Sin out of boost. Moose to the backboard. Could be shot at. Bolts one more time. And Bolts with a second goal.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And we'll see what this means. A lot of Rocket League left to play. Can never count any team out, but I can't imagine Phoenix Clan got their undefeated record lightly. There's a shot. Oblivion shows us why. Haven't called his name too much, but knows exactly what to do after this kickoff. And they cut the lead in half. Fueled by Waifu, still leading by 1. Kickoff, Sin to the back corner. Now the dunk, needs a teammate, needs a shooter. Here's Bolt coming up with his hot hand. Off the backboard, and Oblivion puts that in the field. Sin spins himself out. It looked like he may have had an opportunity to try to get a wall read there. Moose out of the corner. Here comes KTK in that same corner. A lot of action, a lot of back and forth, and now a dunk. They're going to slow it down outside the blue net. Sin's going to get it past the defender. But KT drops it down. Might be the tying score. And no!
Outstanding.
Sin pitches out on the goalpost. Save and the clear. And that goal should have dropped. Great attempt by Phoenix Clan, and they're showing us what they're about already. They go down 2-0, but just judging from this new pace they have and their early showing of capabilities, this isn't going to be over by a long shot. Bolts, great read, great quickness, and gets caught up by the second defender. Twist, 50's up to the ceiling. Out of the corner, Sin down, and Twist will stop it in midfield. And yeah, it looks like with Phoenix Clan getting some speed behind them, they are more up for this challenge and now maybe look like the favorite. 2 unanswered goals for them.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
So we're tied 2-2, minute 46 left. And this series is already trending to be a classic. Sin out of the corner. Good pass, but KT sends it to midfield. Moose gets caught up at the halfway mark. And Moose now sends it out. Twist takes a dunk, but still pretty favorable, and Bolts is going to try to solo it. Runs out, and Oblivion will catch him on the fake attempt. Sin out of the corner. Moose is there, but Twist. Lockdown defense at the front post, as Phoenix Clan is going to try some ball movement to send a shot. Out in the field. Off the wall, Twist. Might be an easy one for him. You see KT lined up. Who wants it? Moose with the save. Oblivion goes a little high. Needs some help. KT, not the greatest shot. And we remain 2-2. Trouble outside blue goal, and looks like Fueled by Waifu is going to stumble out of the blocks here. and able to get a stay of execution. Great defense. Great persistence as Sin tries to get it to the backfield. KT settles for a 50 at the crease, and Bolts will do a quick turn.
Killtrocity.
He'll take a demo for doing so. And more bumps here for Phoenix Clan. Great pass, Oblivion there on the wing, and Moose gets the save. So again, great defense for Waifu, but they have been on defense for quite some time. Let's see if the reset helps.
Fight!
Moose comes up on a 50 attempt. And again, right after the kickoff, fueled by Waifu, back to defense. They need to figure something out, as clears have eluded them. There's the pass and miscommunication there. One man left. Bolts on the breakaway, cuts it in, cuts it back out. And just like that, fueled by Waifu, put on defense immediately. Twist sends it to midfield. Oblivion sends one, tries to drip it in, and no! And Captain Wu-Tang Moose will sneak one in. They weren't on offense much, but they took advantage when they were. Appreciate the love, Nebby. And fueled by Waifu will take game one, and we'll see game two will show us a lot. Fueled by Waifu, they're used to the clutch, they're used to the full game series, and Phoenix Clan looks so good in their own right. We'll ready up. Sin, MVP there, 664, no goals to do it, just 2 assists and 5 saves. So a lot of that defensive play coming from him, as Bolts boasts 2 goals for himself. Here's the kickoff, and fueled by Waifu may have escaped in overtime, but we'll see if Phoenix Clan is able to keep the heat going that they had at the second part of game one. There's a shot off the crossbar. Who wants it? Bolt sends one. KTK rather, snipes it across the field.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Bolt sends a relatively slow roller, and KTK will send it the length of the field for Phoenix Clan and their first lead of the series. KT to the corner now, a demo.
That's assault, brother.
Up the backboard, Sin will escort it off the glass as he eats a 50 to the corner. Moose trying to drive it away. Trouble here. Here's a shot. And more miscommunication for Waifu. And that's the last place you want it, is outside your net, where you need to be making touches. Oblivion tries to send it back. KT pops up looking for a shot, and Bolt gets the save.
Outstanding.
Rolling out of the corner. One more time. KT's already in the air. Tries to pre-jump it, and Moose picks up a pad, goes to the corner, gets 100, but loses possession as Twist gets robbed. Another bump play by KTK as Sin gets a fantastic read off the wall. Another demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Sin off the back wall, could be shot at. Moose a little far back here. Down to the ceiling. Can't negotiate the high hop. Bolts with the center, and Sin with the wide shot. We continue. All members of Waifu in on this one. and never really put it on the mark. As Oblivion gets robbed on the dribble attempt. Bolts sends a bump for good measure. Now a good offensive sequence for Waifu, but struggling to find their first goal of the game. Out to the corner, Moose gets it done in another demo.
You're not that guy, pal.
And the demos have been around and been afoot in this series, but no clear-cut advantage for either team so far. Just seems like another aspect of the game that both teams have to be wary of. Moose, 50s, Sin, can't quite get to it. KTK on the breakaway, and Bolts is there to send it to midfield. Out of the corner, Sin drops it down into the field. Bolts can't get to it, and here's Moose. Orange with possession. KTK called his name a lot. Sets up a pass, and Bolts almost gets dunked for the second goal for Phoenix Clan. Oblivion almost found a little crease to work within the defense. Twist will send it to the corner, and I'm sure Phoenix Clan doesn't mind keeping it close, doesn't mind a lead of any margin, especially for how well they've played on both sides of the ball. Another demo. To the wall. Twist has a shot opportunity, goes to the backboard. Bolts needs to touch. One more backboard, and KTK can double off the wall. So 60 seconds left, and the trend from game one continues. Phoenix Clan putting pressure, not letting go. Across midfield, Bolts has some room on the breakaway, gets the pass, but Moose misread the situation. I'm not sure what the comms were like, but looks like he drove in a little too far inside for the pass that Bolts wanted. And KTK is going to miss wide. There's a 50. Bolts in midfield, sees the bump, passes it in. Sin takes the delivery, no!
Outstanding.
Another save. Twist. Heads up play. Infield pass could have been a little speedier, but fantastic defense for Phoenix Clan as they're fending off the last efforts from Waifu. Bolts in the air with placement. 0 seconds to go.
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro.
Can you believe that? Bolts. A first place finish has eluded Bolts for his entire IGL career despite his individual talent. And he might have laser focus tonight. He's not taking no for an answer. And we have overtime once more. KTK trying to set up another dribble, beats one, and Bolts is there to send it away. Sin can't negotiate out of the corner. Bolts looks to help out, beats the defender. Ball movement, pass. Bolts, but Oblivion is going to use it the ceiling to get it out. Out of the corner now. Backflip for Oblivion as Wu-Tang Moose sneaks underneath. Moose had the last overtime goal, and he'll have this one himself. What a play!
Can I get a oh yeah?
And again, fueled by Waifu. A late comeback, a 0-second goal to put it into overtime. And something about overtime just really clicks for them as Phoenix Clan is going to try to pick up the pieces here and see what they need to do to get a win in this series. Will ready up. Bolts might take the full intermission here. 479, the MVP, 1 goal, 2 saves, 5 shots. And even if he didn't have the 479, I mean, just that 0-second goal. One of the better plays I've seen on this channel, especially when you factor in how clutch it was. And here we are, not done yet. Fueled by Waifu needs 2 more for the sweep, but I doubt Phoenix Clan will allow such a thing. Here's Bolts roaring down the sideline. 1 defender left, and it's KTK. He sends it out. Bolts gets up. You see the quickness. You see, what does he have? The bolts on his car. I love it. It's into the corner, trying to set it up. Takes his time now with the fake. And now a big dunk by KTK. Tries to do it alone, but he cannot. Just inches. It has been a game of inches. Phoenix Clan doing just about everything right, but have missed a few opportunities from narrowly missed shots as Moose gets up to attend to that shot. Bolt sends it out, still 0-0 here. And there it is, Phoenix Clan getting it done. KT sends it to the corner, stays with it, and Oblivion is able to secure yet another early lead for Phoenix Clan. If you're just joining us, Phoenix Clan started game 2 with something similar, but would ultimately lose in overtime. We'll see how this one plays out with about 3.5 left. There's a fake. Moose and Bolts get tied up. Oblivion sends it over the backboard as Twist can't get around to make it happen. Moose needs some boost, gets a side 100. Defender hanging all over him. It's KT, and Moose will ride it high. Sin looks like he's in position, but he sends it off the glass. And KTK tries to get the clear, but Moose is in on the action. Bolts trying to drive it in on the solo. Sin can't handle it. KT versus Moose. Moose dodging a demo, drives out. And another wide shot again. Phoenix Clan, just a few of those will lose you a series. And I'm sure they'll start dropping those shots. And once that happens, we'll see how Waifu is able to respond. And Bolts finds another crease. Sin with the pass.
Imagine how many women just start blowing up his DMs.
And Bolts is putting on a performance for the ages. Appreciate the love, Neb, Lunchbox. Appreciate the hype. There goes Box. Thank you very much, fellas. Here we are, tied 1-1. Neither team slowing down. Twist trying to regain the lead. Moose says no. Moose with a big clear to the corner. 0 boost. Trying to make something happen. And will rotate back out. Sin pops up. Keeps going up. Bolts trying to sweep the net. And what a save.
Outstanding.
Oblivion had a lot going on. Great patience. Great defensive adjustment. And we stay tied. Both games have needed overtime to be resolved. Perhaps game number 3 will be no different. KT pops up to himself, tries to solo, but Sin expels it immediately. Bolts misreads the jump. Settles for a fake. And now a 50. Ceiling down off the wall. Twist. Up to the ceiling. Tries to pass to the outlet as we get a demo. Bolt surveys the field. Can't get the touch. And Moose will have to play by himself. Gets bumped. And a save by Sin. Sorry, Bolt. Sin with possession. Drops it down. Maybe trying to get the pass going. Tries to get the read. Can't get it over. Moose. A light shot. I think boost was a factor there. As KTK looked to take the lead and Bolts can't get to it.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
And Bolts can't get to it. You see the support for Phoenix Clan. You don't go 9-0 undefeated without getting a few fans and almost a quick response.
Off the post.
Bolts tries to answer. Sin misses. Moose floats it over inside. We're tied again. Jazz Kitty rooting for Phoenix Clan. Kobe showing love for them. But we are tied once more. 34 seconds left. Here's Oblivion. Up the wall, drop to the ceiling. There's a shot. KTK. If you want to penetrate a defense like that, do it right off the kickoff. Moose with the mishandle. And KTK, who has been very, very busy for Phoenix Clan, is able to have one more lead scoring goal. And Oblivion is going to tack another one on. A comfy 2-goal lead now for Phoenix Clan. That might be it for game 3. Bolts can't negotiate it. And we've seen it, chat. These two teams are too evenly matched for either of them to mount a 2-goal comeback in 25 seconds. But we'll stick with the action. Moose looking to read, but he gets hammered into in the sky. Sin pops up, trying to stick with it. Maybe another goal here. And Waifu says no. As we'll end with another demo. Just for the lulz. But Phoenix Clan not only the win, but they win by 2. And we have ourselves a series. KTK, 521, 2 goals, 2 assists, 5 shots for him. We've talked about how active he's been playing. And it looks like he's ready to benefit of that along with the rest of the clan. Here we are, game number 4. Not sure what to expect at this point, but it's been fun to watch. Out of the corner, Sin. Again, trying to stave off the Phoenix Clan offensive. Wu-Tang Moose screaming out of the corner. And he runs into KTK, our Game 3 MVP. Beats a defender. Has a shooter on the other side. They got to be careful, and Bolts reads it the rest of the way and is able to collect a save. And Oblivion will sneak in all defenders there by Waifu. KT just sends a little something towards the back wall, hard to handle. And Phoenix Clan, again, take the lead 40 seconds in. And the momentum will obviously go to them right now. And Oblivion's going to get a save on the other side of the field. Bolts eats a dunk, KT. Swinging around. Good dribbles, but it stops with Moose, who gets robbed by Twist on the sideline. Sin gets it up to Bolts. Bolts can't get to it, tries to lay a bump, and Moose is left in the backfield. Great demo.
Brutality.
Sin wins a 50, can't get it out of the corner, and Phoenix Clan are looking very airtight on both sides of the ball now. Sin in the neighborhood, just as I compliment them. Didn't see who the defender was. It's Twist who gets a little over eager as Sin and Bolts hook up on the back end. And we are tied 1-1. Walker says this better go to game 7. I don't know, fueled by wife. They've seen it so much. I think they like it. And obviously that makes for good watching for us in the chat. But we'll see. A win here for Waifu will make things very interesting and maybe put a lot of undue pressure on Phoenix Clan. As Oblivion is out of the corner. Out of the corner once more. Not the greatest of shooting opportunities as Moose sends it up to his teammate Sin. Bolts beats the dunk attempt, follows up. Director Cam trying to catch up and Twist sends it out to the sideline. Moose beats the defender. KTK drives down the field. Sin might regret that touch, sends it to the wall. Twist is up in the air and Twist will drop it in. If memory serves me, that'll be Twist's first goal. And it's just like I said, Sin bangs it off of the wall, not exactly what he wanted. And Phoenix Clan is too quick. The players have too high of wherewithal to give them those free runs off the sideline like that. Bolts trying to do it with pad. Sin tries to slide it in. What a save. Oblivion looking to go up by 2 once more and no.
Off the post.
Oblivion will definitely want that one back. Was inches away from another 2-goal lead as Bolts tries to carry it away. Oblivion makes up for it on his side of the field. Moose sends one. And Twist again with the save. Bolts goes underneath, but another save.
Outstanding.
By Oblivion. And Twist had his first goal, now an assist. And Oblivion just trucks through the last defender there, and a 2-goal lead for Phoenix Clan. This is that momentum that we were talking about from game number 3 that they were able to garner. Oblivion driving it down, carrying it to the midfield as Sin drives out. Bolts sends it the rest of the way. Sin might not have the boost for this. Moose tries to get the read. Fantastic defense by the Clan. Oblivion sends one. That's going to be tough. Oblivion with the hat trick.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
A 3-goal lead now for Phoenix Clan, and you have to wonder, have they figured something out about this Waifu team? Fueled by Waifu. Went up on the series 2-0. But now the series is about to tie with 66 seconds left in game number 4. Big dunk off the crossbar. Here's Sin trying to rally the troops here. Might be too little too late, but you have to respect the tenacity and the grit. Thank you very much, Neb. So 2 goals, 49 seconds, a tall order, but not impossible as we're up to the ceiling. Moose saves from the goal. Off the wall, Bolts Sends it to the corner. Moose out of that same corner. Half a minute now. That can be shot at, but we have the double commit. And now KTK with possession. Well, he's looking for goal number 5. It looks like it. He gets it. KTK. Airmailing this one. Not only do we have goal number 5, but we have it in style. And Phoenix Clan looks very comfortable out there, and it's going to take a lot for Fueled by Waifu to wrestle away this momentum that they have. And here we are. There's already been talks of a Game 7. Not particularly ideal for either of the players. As Oblivion 725, the hat trick. We saw it. 4 saves, 6 shots. He is a busy boy. As Fueled by Waifu's just going to take a hot second here before they ready up. They're trying to figure something out before Game 5 kicks off. And they let this series get out of hand. Bolt sends it away. And here's Sin at front post. That one might sneak in. It's trouble, and Moose gets in the way of it. Antlers and all. And Sin sends it to midfield. Twist will drive into that one. And again, Waifu starting this one a little sluggish here in Game 5. Good cross. No one there. Bolts it home from front post to save. KTK misses on an opportunity. Moose driving up, but he gets 50'd. Sin with a wild touch up to the midfield. Anybody up for grabs. And Sin has a vehicle change from Octane to Fennec. Moose is always with the Batmobile maining it. What did Neb say? Game 7 with 8-minute overtime? I have another match after this, so if something that crazy happens, I'm going to have to message the captains about a delay. So here we are, 0-0. Kind of what Waifu wants. You're playing against a hot team that has a ton of momentum. You put them on ice, slow them down. You know, you don't have to beat the brakes off of them, but maybe just take the tempo back, if anything. Moose can't get to it. KTK going one-on-one with Bolton. He gets it, and no!
Off the post!
Crossbar. He had Bolts, but possibly because he was too high on the shot. Bolts, I believe, making some noise in the 1v1 bracket for Indy Gaming League. So he was likely pretty comfortable in that situation. And here's Bolts swinging around. There's a 50. Driving in. And Twist puts it off the wall into the field. Oblivion's going to send a shot, but Sin stops it in its tracks at the goal line. And it seems like we've seen every kind of action here. We've had 2 overtime games. We've had 3 to 4 score game differentials. And we've had placement by Bolts. What a shot.
Mathematical!
And now a relatively late lead for Fueled by Waifu. 1 goal and almost 3 minutes gone in this one. That's exactly what I was talking about. We haven't yet to see a game this series go this far without a score from any team. But as I was saying, this series might have a few more surprises in store for us. Oblivion, off the wall, great touch, trying to keep his boost, got 3 to his name, and now gets to the corner 100. KTK can't handle it. We get the demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And Fueled by Waifu had a moment where they could have flipped the field and maybe scored, but didn't have the urgency or the manning to take advantage. And of course, Phoenix Clan is going to recover quickly. KTK crosses, bolts by himself, that's trouble, and Oblivion to tie it up.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Bolts wrestles into that 50, and Oblivion read it the whole way. He knew win or lose on that 50, he would have an opportunity to shoot. And we are tied 1-1. Toucher for Moose. Sin waiting patiently at the goal, sends it to the outlet, but Oblivion is there to try to take advantage. Here comes Twist, double commit. Sin and Bolts in the neighborhood as Sin will go off the glass. Oblivion can't handle it, but no shooter there for Fueled by Waifu. Nighthawk says KTK's a hard carry. He's looked good. He's looked good, but everyone from Phoenix Clan has been heavily involved in their 2 wins so far. Redirect by Bolts, but KTK with very sound rotations. And Fueled by Waifu not able to get away with one there. Here comes KT. Says the hard carry. Off the backboard, might be trouble, gets the demo.
Well,
and Sin, a few seconds left, trying to avoid overtime, and might not be able to do it. OT again.
Fight!
Big win on the kickoff. Sends it towards the goal. Moose got to get there, and he can't twist. Drives through.
This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Not what Waifu wanted to see. But exactly what Phoenix Clan and their fans in the chat wanted for themselves. Ready up here, KTK 354 with 0 goals, and you can do that when you're as active as he is. You see the 2 saves there, 14 shots total from Phoenix Clan, and I don't care who you are, how good you are at defense, that is tough to deal with. 7 saves by Waifu, not getting the job done. Jazz Kitty says uno mas, 1 more, and they are champions for this Division 3 Tier 2 IGL, and it's match point for Waifu. Waifu now has to win 2 in a row to get it done here. I'm not sure if the lobby broke. Hold on here. Hopefully they're not playing without me. But it looks like the lobby's still alive. And they have started chat. That's not my fault. You saw what happened. They saw me leave the lobby. And we're going to miss the first 20 seconds and almost the first goal of Phoenix Clan. They go to work early. So sorry about that, chat. I tried my damnedest. You saw me. Moose sends it away. And there's KTK. Who else? Who else? Great shot. Very sound on his rotations. As is the rest of the clan. And Fueled by Waifu, they've had some opportunities, but they're not going to get those freebies. Those empty net freebies. If you're going to score, you have to address the whole team. Bolts sends it away. Bolts is bringing out the Dominus. Legend has it. It does bolster his performance. It might give him superpowers. So far, so good in that regard. No problem, Fury. Epic Games did that one. Okay. Neb's shooting me some bail there. So let's see. You know, Bolts is in the Dominus. Sin in the Fennec. Sin sends a shot. But Phoenix Clan, you know, not enough can be said about how well they've played this series. So they might be able to shut it down right here, right now. Before Waifu even gets to force a Game 7. Moose up the field, tries to get the beat, but Twist is there on defense. Up the wall in time to see Sin drive through. Moose will get turned around. He saw the pit maneuver. KT needs this one. What a touch. And what a second touch. Bolts, we've talked about these kind of goals, and Twist doesn't let it happen. Sin, look at the turn. He sees Bolts, yanks it over, and just a little too far as Bolts tries to make the most of the pass. And what a play!
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Bolts will backflip, avoid the bump, and make the save. And that is Championship Rocket League. There's the demo. Can't avoid them all.
Killtrocity.
Bolts up and over the last defender. Sin and Bolts making magic at the midfield.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Pyro says Bolts is going Super Saiyan. Maybe he was, excuse me, maybe he was powering up when I got kicked out of the lobby. Moose up to the air, but KT is able to get the aerial beat. Bolts is up. Super Saiyan sends a shot. And KT is there on the recovery from the demo. Very interesting. KT driving down the field, settles for a demo, goes to the blue corner. And here comes Bolts. Taking his time. Oblivion tries to sneak one in. And I believe this is the first lead for Waifu since game 3, if I'm not mistaken. Oblivion is going to send a hopper. And Moose is able to address it. Bolts with a monster dunk, but more demos.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And it seems like both teams are getting in on it. Phoenix Clan says if they're going to win the championship right here, it's going to be through physicality. Great 50. Sen coming around. Off the back wall, Moose and Bolts have to figure something out. They give it to Bolts. Bolts driving down the sideline. Fueled by Waifu, still boasting the 1-goal lead. So I'm sure they don't mind this field flipping, switching back and forth that we're being treated to right now. KTK, one man to beat. It's Moose, and he gets in the way. Moose is gonna fake. Crafty play from the veteran captain. Sends it to the corner. Sin trying for a wall pinch. Sin needs to be careful here. He's been burned on that sideline before tonight. Twist tries to double into a set. Can't get it done. Moose lets it get around. KTK A pass for it all, and Twist can't get to it. 10 seconds now. And it looks like we have possession for Waifu. Not over yet. And here we are. Here we are. For those of you new to the channel, a little something I like doing for Game 7s. Where you're able to put your money where your mouth is. We're going to run the predictions. Game 7, fueled by Waifu, has won 3 Game 5s, 2 Game 7s. Sorry, 1 Game 7, 1 Game 5 against the #1 seed of this bracket. And anything is liable to happen here. If Phoenix Clan is able to come away with this one, it's going to say a lot about them. Anybody's game here. Moose up to Bolts, and Bolts sends it down. What a play!
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Bolts, he's Super Saiyan. He's over 9,000, and now he's in X Games mode. And Jazz Kitty says, regain Phoenix Clan. Because we've seen it. This is the thing about Game 7s, is that we know both teams can do it. There's the dunk bar down off the post. But it goes out. KTK trying to mount something out of his own corner. Wu-Tang Moose is there. And it stays around the orange paint. Crossing in. Bolts. Drive it in. What placement? The Bolty one. Sin with a pass. And 30 seconds in, and fueled by Waifu is going off. Phoenix Clan has been able to mount a comeback, a 2-0 comeback, before in this exact series. So I wouldn't panic just yet for them. But it is scary to see fueled by Waifu with this kind of momentum. And there it is. Twist gets up with, I believe, a paint job change for him. That looks pretty slick. Sin off the wall. And Bolts will lose the 50 outside his net. And there we are. Phoenix Clan, you knew they weren't going to take this one lying down. Still a 1-score differential. Moose gets up. Moose will 50 through. The power of Moose.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
Showing us the strength and that knife edge from the Batmobile. Fueled by Waifu, again up by 2. A lot of goals here. In just about a minute gone, 3 goals. Bolts is going insane.
Imagine how many women just start blowing up his DMs.
We've talked about it. Bolts, one of the best Rocket League players I know, has just been unable to get a first place win in the Indy Gaming League. And it seems like he doesn't take that lightly. Off the backboard, another demo. Phoenix Clan has a lot of ground to gain here, rather regain. Sin drops it down, and Bolt sends a wide shot to the corner. So now down to 3 minutes. Another goal here, maybe? And yes, Wu-Tang Moose has been relatively quiet. He likes to play his role in these matchups. And here it is. He's had 2 overtime goals. And now 2 here in Game 7 when it matters most. And Fueled by Waifu, they want to leave no doubt here in Game 7. Now a 4-goal lead. And and Izzy's gonna try to take some credit here in the chat. I believe you, Izzy. I believe you. And I believe Moose said he saw your sloppy stream last night. His twist sends it to Sin. Not over yet. Phoenix Clan, it's all up to them. But they have to stop the bleeding. They dodge an arrow there. But the beginning of any comeback is defense. You got to shore up the defense. You got to get fast on offense and take advantage of all of your opportunities. You can't miss them anymore. Bolts tries to go up and over, tries to go demo. That one might sneak in at the front post.
That's assault, brother.
And a close one there. It's always a weird visual to see the ball just hanging outside the goal line like that. And there's another demo.
You're not that guy, pal.
Oblivion down the sideline. Screaming in, trying to get the fake and no! Off the post! Can't get it done. Oblivion has had a few plays like that. Bolts is indeed popping off. He started this series red hot in the first 2 games, and it looks like he's going to end it the same way. He has the hat trick right now as we speak. And 60 seconds left. That might be it here. Fueled by Waifu gets it done. As the number 8 seed, they were able to sneak in to this bracket, to this playoff bracket, and make it work for them. I don't want to write anyone off, but 40 seconds, 4 goals. Hard to imagine. Moose is there, and what might be the last save for Fueled by Waifu, but Phoenix Clan, they're not going away lightly. They want to score another one. They want momentum for next season, another demo. And yeah, they're going to keep pressure here and end strong. Good season for Phoenix Clan as they'll be taking second place, but a fantastic season for Fueled by Waifu. Was not short on drama, theatrics, whatever you want to call it. That's one more. Bolts with another 0-goal score. And that might be his hat trick, actually. And I'm going to get set up for the post-game interview. Wu-Tang Moose says yes. You know, most of us know in the chat how much it means to get this done and how much hard work goes into it. So congrats to them. Let me call out to Sin, see what he has to say about everything. But Watermelon Eating Time is out here. Sin,
What up, Fury?
What up? Would you consider yourself monotone as well?
I wouldn't say that.
No, just like a low tone dude.
That was probably the most hype VC you've seen in a long time.
You know what? I'll do it next circuit, but I did it before, but I need to start dropping in on the wet teams so we can hear the comms during playoff matches.
Oh, that would be fun.
Right. It's a really cool thing that would be, something that we can easily facilitate with the, obviously the locker rooms in the Discord. Excuse me. I did it once. It's just, I got to write it down or something, or someone remind me. Everyone in the chat, keep me honest here. Cause that's a cool thing. It's so easy to do. It's very undisruptive. I just pop in, we hear a little bit. So was the VC hype all the way through, or was it just that game 7 where you guys we pretty much, you guys might have known, more than halfway through that game that you had it?
No, it was definitely hyped the entire series.
Okay.
Like I even heard Bolt scream a couple times when he was scoring goals.
Does he shriek? He strikes me as a shrieker.
No, he's got a very manly scream.
Okay. Bolt seems like a guy to me. Because it's not a bad thing. He just strikes me that way. Okay, so and that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. I introduced you guys at the beginning, in the off season, to see if there's any magic there, if Bolts can get it done with you guys. Did he ever talk about how he's never, or how often rather, has he talked about never winning a championship?
Well, he was actually very humble about it. He never mentioned it at all. But before we went into this game, we were like, well, let's wrap it up. Let's clean the season up, and then Moose pointed out, he's like, and let's get Bolts his first championship. So it was awesome to take that home for him.
Yeah, I don't believe in jinxes, but I just believe in like routine and rhythm. And it was on my mind, and I stopped myself a few times, like bringing it up in conversation or like just typing it in the Discord, because I didn't want to just put it out there. But Bolts was ready. Bolts was ready.
Dude.
Let's get the game ball out of the way. What do you think?
It's 100% Bolts, dude. Bolts played out of his mind. He played out of his damn mind.
He really did, but in a tone-setting way. Bolts, he's had big games for you guys this season. You guys have all had big games. It's really needed with how many full game series you guys have won at this point. But he set the tone with it.
Oh yeah.
He set the tone. Sure. Games 1 and 2, you guys go up in the series 2-0, and we saw. I just saw. I was like, man, he is locked in. How did he do in his ones? Do you know?
I don't think he's played that yet. I think it's either. I don't think it's tonight, but that's either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay. He might be in the chat with us. I'll keep my eye out. But man, what a series! Another classic series for you guys. I mean, you're just comfortable in these moments, right? Like it's not no fans or butts.
Dude, it has to go to Game 7. There's no other way.
I was wondering. I was like, do they even want to finish it in 5 or 6 or anything? And maybe not, because right when Game 7 the lights turn on, you guys are just at it,
I think we were saying that was probably Game 7 was probably the highest scoring game that we've won a game by this entire season.
There was another team, I think I casted it, where Game 7 you guys like popped off on them again, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Bolt says no, only Game 7s. Bolts, how's your ones? All right, so let me pay out predictions here, and a lot of support for Fueled by Waifu. 5K channel points. They're gonna take a few off some other chatters there, so we'll pay that. Bolts with the game ball. Really, really great performance all the way through, especially in Game 7. You all got involved in Game 7, though. What were you guys saying? You were screaming. Was there any words?
Well, in between Game 6 and 7, I just took a minute. I was like, all right, boys, I'm gonna get sappy. I'm gonna say a speech. I'm like, no matter what happens, whether we win, whether we lose, it's been a hell of a season, and love you guys. It's gonna be great. Let's just take it home. And
that was before. That was in the intermission.
Yeah.
Wow. Things like that freak me out. Maybe I'm just big on routine. But like, if one of my teammates had never done that before and then did it now, I would be like, oh my god. I'm like, oh no, this is a big deal, yeah. Because I remember the first time I played in the IGL finals, I played for another org, and one of the admins of the org came into our voice chat in our locker room, and he was like, hey boys, good luck, get it done. And he had never done that before. And then he left the voice chat. I was like, oh fuck. That's just a me thing.
Everything's
totally.
on the line now.
Yeah. But I have another match after this. I had to delay it 10 minutes because you guys just require those things of me, I guess. But you have the floor, sir. Anything from you before we take off?
Oh, I gotta go through the list here. Well, first and foremost, shout out to my team, Moose, Bolts, Fire. It's been a hell of a season. It was awesome, and I'm glad we took home the dub. Secondly, shout out to you for bringing us over to this org. I'm glad that we didn't disappoint for you.
You know I don't care about that stuff. It's awesome when it happens, but you guys were more than welcome regardless.
Yeah, well, shout out to you, shout out to the whole org, shout out to everybody that comes and supports the games every season. And I gotta shout out my girl too. I got her into Rocket League, and she's been watching all of these games too. So.
Oh shit! Did she? Yep. Do they excite her now? The first time someone watches Rocket League, they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Especially if you try to preface it. If you're like, "Well, it's just soccer with cars," and then the person will watch it, and it's like, "This is damn soccer with cars." These grown men are ridiculous. But once you learn it, you can get into it for sure, because it's just like, any other spectator sport. So is she there with you guys?
Oh yeah, I the first game I had her watch, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go out on a limb, send the link to her, see how she thinks of it, and then afterwards she called me and she's like, that was so fun to watch. I thought it was gonna be stupid, but it was fun to watch.
It's still kind of stupid, but yeah, I'm with her. I'm with her. We can't talk about your girl too much, or else Moose will get jealous. He's in the chat here with us.
That's true.
So yeah, Dilly says marry that girl. I think me and Dilly, well, my wife doesn't watch my streams, watch my matches or anything, but I think Dilly's in the boat with the games. So yeah, Dilly says marry that girl. So the pressure's on, and she'll probably see this.
Gonna really put the pressure on, put me in a weird place here.
Yeah, you're like, game 7s, that's easy. Marriage, take it easy. All right, man, we going through the list? Your girl, me, teammates.
Yep. That's everything, and
that's
shout out to the other team. That was a hell of a game.
Hell of a game. Yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry I cut you off. Yeah, we didn't talk enough about them. They had some plays for you guys.
Oh yeah.
They had some plays. In second place,
KTK played out of his mind.
He did. He looked
every time he was in the air, it was a little scary.
Right, and that's why I love game 7s. You get to know the other team, and as soon as a certain player, or a certain this or that, starts unfolding, you're like, fuck. What they're about by that time. But yeah, like I said, I gotta get ready for this